This is your government video that goes along with your How a Bill Becomes a Law worksheet. This video is part 4 for the worksheet, and it is on rectifying bills. So once the House and Senate have passed a bill, remember it has to be identical, and that typically does not happen. So there's 3 options that they have. 2 of them are not very common, and they're the first ones we're going to go over here, and you're going to write in on your worksheet. The first one of the chambers can just accept and vote on the other chamber's version. So the House can just say, hey, give us the Senate's version. We're going to vote to pass that. Now, this doesn't happen very often. Again, sometimes the House and Senate are controlled by different parties, so therefore they might not like the other chamber's version. But even if they're from the same party, you know, the House and Senate both worked really hard and they put in the changes that they wanted to make. So why would you just throw away your version to just accept somebody else's work? The other thing that they can do is they can approve both. So both chambers switch versions. Both of them approve the other chamber's version, and then they can let the president sign whichever one he wants. Again, that is giving up all of their power to the executive branch, and members of Congress, even if they're from the same party, generally do not want to do that. So the third option is what happens most of the time, and it is called the conference committee. So we're going to take a little time to talk about the conference committee, but it is a committee made up specifically to rectify the differences between the 2 bills. It is made up of members from both chambers, the House and Senate, and it does have members of both parties from both chambers. The conference committee is a very powerful committee because they get to take the Senate and House versions and morph them into one. They get to decide what goes into the final bill. Now, after the conference committee is done, they write a report on all the things that they either changed, omitted, or added to the final bill, and that report has to be approved by both the House and the Senate. So if we go back to your worksheet, you'll notice some arrows coming out of your conference committee box. That is because the Senate would have to vote to approve the conference committee's report, and the House would have to do that as well. Assuming that those go forward and both chambers approve the report, then the legislation is now one piece of legislation that both chambers have passed. That means the legislation is sent to the president.